If I just mentioned your town, you need to make sure that you are in your safe space, somewhere away from windows and doors. The lowest part of your building, you do not want to be outside for this. The National Weather Service, as you heard, has confirmed that this was an EF0 tornado. Maximum winds there at around 85 miles per hour. Still a lot of cleanup here and a lot of damage.
This weather is definitely making up for yesterday's rain.
For sure, Elizabeth. And if you like today, you're going to love the start to the work week. I don't think many people look forward to a Monday, but tomorrow's forecast is picture perfect. We don't just have the haze, we also have the heat. As Ken mentioned, temp readings right now are sitting in the low 90s. Probably feeling a little bit warmer than that when you factor in the humidity. Places like Pleasant Valley going to be impacted around 5:10 p.m. Luttrell coming in at 5:13, Graveston 5:19. I'm going to tell you though about this home. So this is where the youth minister lived, and he had a wife and two daughters, one that was 1 year old and one that was 4 years old. I did learn today by speaking to someone who goes to that youth minister's congregation that as a result of this tornado, they did sadly lose the life of their 4-year-old daughter. Just within the past hour, you can very clearly smell the smoke out here. Now, I want to give you a look behind me so you can see the smoke that's billowing up the side of that mountain again. Pretty decent couplet. Now, essentially, that's a fancy word for where the red and green come together. And I still see some rotation there, especially near Scott High School and even getting into Toomey. So I'm going to remove that for a second and kind of zoom in on this area to give you a few roads. Tonight at 8 p.m. is also the John Langston concert. And in addition to that, we're also going to be seeing that there is the petting zoo, which we showed you earlier, plus a fireworks show every single night. For now, guys, I'm in a little bit of a traffic jam, so I think I'm going to send it back to you in the studio. Reporting live in Knoxville, Victoria Cavaliere, WAT6 on your side. The damage inside this home is really incredible. We're going to give you a look here. And Kenneth, I want you to tell me a little bit about where exactly you were.
Well, as you see, this was my bedroom, and I was sitting in this pile of mess right here.
And that light that you see there, that was on the ceiling.
That was my ceiling.
Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Victoria Cavaliere. We are still weather aware as we have an active severe thunderstorm warning right now. That is for portions of Knox and Anderson counties. You can see your blinking yellow box there indicating where we're watching this severe thunderstorm warning.
How's your swing doing? Because earlier you were a little iffy there.
Yeah, it was a little rough, Summer. It was a little rough. Now, Bo told me to say these are not my clubs, so I heard that that plays an impact in your skill ability. So everybody, give me a little bit of a break here. There is the red and green colors coming together. I'm going to zoom in even a little bit further. I mean, this is right over downtown Crossville. So if there is, in fact, a tornado on the ground, it is about to enter downtown Crossville as we speak, right near the Cumberland Heights area. This storm and potentially that tornado is headed your way. You need to take this very seriously, and you do need to get in your safe space. We're talking about a basement, a room away from windows and doors. What is Frosty's nose made out of? Think about it. Sing the song.
Button.
Perfect. He got it. I want to start off by giving you a look at that infrared satellite imagery. This just goes to show how big Delta is, and it's actually anticipated to increase in size over the next 24 hours, also expected to increase in intensity. This is Charlie the camel. Now, we got introduced a little bit earlier, and he is getting up because he sees that I've got the ice cream cone full of treats. Coverage of rain in the valley has started to diminish, but we're still dealing with some scattered showers and thunderstorms for the southern valley, and I want to zoom in on those areas that are seeing some heavier downpours. Tuesday into Wednesday would be our potential impact to see some locally heavy rainfall at times from Ida. So let's talk about the potential rainfall, especially for portions of East Tennessee.
The sunshine, that was perfect.
It is so beautiful out there. We've been calling it deceptive sunshine, Elizabeth, because if you just looked out your window, you'd be like, wow, it is so warm and nice outside, but it is still a little bit cool. Part of what makes them so interesting is that you are welcome to pedal while you're on the boat. Now, there's 10 pedaling stations. And let me tell you, it is a little bit of a workout. Luckily, I've got some more friends this time around to help me. It is the Perseid meteor shower, and it peaks this week Wednesday night and extends into Thursday morning. This is one of the best meteor showers of the year, and you definitely don't want to miss it. Nothing really back to our west, so after this, we should stay on the dry side. In fact, cloud cover tonight is going to diminish, which will allow our temperature readings to take a tumble. Reporting live in Knoxville, meteorologist Victoria Cavaliere, WAT6 on your side.
Oh, there you go.
Now, here's here's Knoxville's most accurate forecast from the WATE 6 on your side storm team.
Good evening. I'm meteorologist Victoria Cavaliere. Another picture-perfect day across East Tennessee. A little bit on the warm side this afternoon, and we're still seeing plenty of sunshine right now over Market Square. We are going to hold on to mainly clear skies tonight, and temperature readings will be on the mild side. So if you're trying to get outside, get in a last-minute walk or jog, the weather cooperates. Still pretty warm out there right now, 82 in Knoxville and Gatlinburg, 81 in Tellico Plains, coming in at 82 in Middlesboro. As you look at the sweatcast, much of East Tennessee now shaded in that orange color, indicating more of a sticky air mass in place. We're going to keep our humidity a little bit elevated as we go into the next few days, but overall, Storm Tracker 6 radar still on the quiet side locally. You can expect a dry night tonight, as well as a mainly dry Monday. We've got this ridge of high pressure near us, and that sinking air mass is keeping moisture out of our area. Now, the forecast does start to change, especially as we go closer towards the middle portion of the week, and I want to kind of give you an idea why. As we push further to our south, you're taking a look at the Gulf of Mexico. This is our infrared satellite imagery, and you can clearly see something developing here. I showed you this last night. Well, it's now become Tropical Storm Nicholas, and it is expected to make landfall likely along the Texas coast sometime late tomorrow into early Tuesday. Past that, the moisture could surge into portions of the southeast and may affect our local forecast. Tonight, though, we're on the dry side. We're down to 65 in Knoxville, 62 in Oneida, 61 overnight in Crossville. If you've got plans to head to the Smokies tomorrow, the weather is nice. It is a little bit on the warm side. We're up to 84 degrees at Cades Cove. When you factor in the humidity, it could feel closer to mid to upper 80s. So make sure if you're going to be hiking or doing any strenuous activity outside, that you take it slow, make sure you stay hydrated, and of course, wear your sunscreen. Timeline forecast overnight tonight keeps mainly clear skies in store. You wake up on your Monday morning, it is nice and pleasant. It's on the warmer side. We're sitting in the 60s. Gradually, some puffy cumulus clouds build into the area. We're still hot tomorrow, up to around 87 degrees for many locations in the valley, and we're going to keep that heat around as we go into Tuesday. I think there's a little more cloud cover Tuesday, as well as a slim chance for a shower or storm during the afternoon. I do want to show you, though, the forecast path of Tropical Storm Nicholas, so you can get an idea of where this is headed. As we play the forecast cone forward, again, late Monday night into Tuesday is when it potentially moves into portions of the Gulf near Texas and Louisiana. Past that, the models are not doing too great determining where that moisture goes, but if it continues to surge northward, we could see an increased chance for rain Wednesday onward, so just make sure you stay up to date. Tonight, though, 65 is our overnight low. We're still dry for the start of the work week. A little hot tomorrow, up to 88 degrees. Check out the 7-day forecast. It's more unsettled. I'd say Wednesday and Thursday are likely your best rain chances.
Now, here's Knoxville's most accurate forecast from the WATE 6 on your side storm team.
Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Victoria Cavaliere. We are currently weather aware. We have an active severe thunderstorm warning for portions of Anderson and Knox counties. Currently over West Knoxville, looking a little bit ominous. We've got some heavy rain, also some thick clouds there in the background. Let's get right to Storm Tracker 6 radar. This is a time lapse over the past hour. You can see how we had this line of storms develop, and they have now issued that severe thunderstorm warning for portions of Anderson and Knox counties. Now, earlier we did have Morgan and Roane counties also under that severe thunderstorm warning. They have dropped you guys from the warning because it looks like at least the brunt of the winds should be exiting your area. This severe thunderstorm warning does continue until 4:45 p.m. It includes Clinton, Bull Run, also near Halls and kind of Clipping, Norris. I'd say right near Clinton, though, is where we may be seeing our most significant winds. What you're looking at here on your screen is our velocity product, and that little dot of blue that you see near Clinton, last time I queried that data, we saw about 63-mile-per-hour winds. So certainly some gusty winds with this cell and the potential to bring down some trees. If you live in this area, just make sure that you are staying somewhere inside. You don't want to be out and about during this storm. I also want to give you a look at what we call our rotation tracker. A little bit of some rotation trying to pop up south of Norris as well as near Clinton, maybe even up near Aggie as well, even though you guys are not technically under that severe thunderstorm warning. Again, no tornadic activity at this point. This is a severe thunderstorm warning, but those wind gusts may may be pretty significant, and you also have torrential rainfall to deal with as well. Looking a little further to our south, we do have some cells north of Greenback headed towards Maryville, as well as down near Acorn and Chilhowie. Those are not severe, but again, producing heavy rainfall, as well as the opportunity for some gusty winds. Hail so far today has been pretty minimal. The reason for all of this, a pretty potent cold front. Cold front still back a little bit further to our west, so the actual front itself doesn't get here till later tonight, but we are going to watch that opportunity for some strong to severe thunderstorms like the one we currently have. Temperature readings have not fallen just yet in portions of Knox County, but we're starting to see the rain, so we'll likely see that drop off. 68 right now in Crossville, 80 in Maryville, 81 in Knoxville. Storm Prediction Center still has us under a level 1 out of 5 risk for severe thunderstorms this evening. They have taken out Nashville from that area. However, that tornado warning that we had earlier today for Putnam County, the National Weather Service in Nashville actually confirming that was in fact an EF0 tornado near Cookeville. We're going to have some more details on that as it becomes available. Here locally tonight, make sure you have multiple ways to receive your weather alerts. We're watching the threat for heavy rain and wind damage as our biggest concerns. The opportunity for tornadoes and hail is low, but as we saw in Putnam County, an isolated spin up is not out of the question. I do think this batch of rain that we're dealing with currently, though, is going to be our best chance for some severe weather. As we get past around 8 p.m. tonight, things should start to fizzle down, at least severe weather-wise. This is a look at the timeline forecast, and you can see by 7:30 we still have some isolated cells around, although I do think our severe weather potential will be lower. Midnight tonight, we're starting to see a little bit of clearing. It's much cooler for your Saturday. Temp readings max out only in the mid-60s. Tonight, we're actually dropping down into the 50s, down to 55 overnight. Still staying weather aware tonight. As you go into your forecast for Saturday, we're mainly dry and cloudy. Look on the 7-day forecast to get an idea of what you can see for Memorial Day. It will be warmer than this weekend, right on track for what we usually see in the low 80s. Again, we still have that active severe thunderstorm warning, though, for portions of Knox and Anderson County. We have more details on that on our social media.